Welcome, Doom fans, and let's edit some more Doom. This time, what I have been looking forward to, working with Doom in the Hexen format. How do you do that, you ask? Well, I am going to show you, so just follow me and we will start. Doom Builder, or Doom Builder 2 rather, like we have been using all along, you will need to go to new map any way you want. We have many choices here, like last episode I worked with the Z-Doom, Doom in Doom format. That map was fine for doing that. This time we are going to use Z-Doom, Doom in Hexen format. I've already pre-selected my Doom WOD. If you want to know how you do that, I have accidentally shown you that before. Under Tools, Game Config, you can choose the one you're using and pre-select WODs. Not sure how that is about, and testing and so on. So you don't have to, when you start a new map, choose this when you choose something. You don't have to find a resource each time. However, I have made a tutorial 2 WOD, which I haven't actually done much, just to have something to start with. So the first thing we want to do is sloping then. I'm not too fond of sloping in general. It has its uses. I have raised the ceiling since we are going to get up here. But to get up there we will need some new sectors. In line def mode, find out where you want your upper platform to be. Let's say here. Press insert on your keyboard. There are other ways to do this, but I find it just easier to do that. Left click on the other side to make a node or a vector, and then right click to undo it. So you have, in sector mode, you will see we now have 2 sectors. We have done this before, and I want where my slope should be. Same thing here. Insert, left click, right click, and we have 3 sectors. This is going to be our slope. Just remember that both lines should have the tag beds pointing outwards, and that will do us just fine. Let's see, how far up is our ceiling? I'm not actually sure, so I'm going to select our platform and our slope, and I'm going to raise it up to there. C to deselect. About this. doesn't actually need any textures, since it will be disappear into the floor when we play the game. But I'm going to give it a texture anyway, just so we have something to look at, because actually creating the slope will not actually show up in our view mode. Great. So how do we make a slope? In line def mode, select what you want to be the floor part. We have many new options in Hexen format, because the Hexen game had more options, but we want to use Doom in it, so that's fine. There's a long list here, unsorted. It's easier for us to go to this pre-sorted one. There are many options here as well, as well as all these numbers or letters before anything actually shows what it means. For our purposes, we will need plane align, slope. We have some options here. We can align the ceiling to something. We want to align the floor from the back, which means from behind this line, what is here. You will see it now has a different color from the rest. So you will see that is now sloping. Let's go in. It will, as I said, it will not show up in view mode, not unless I actually find a working beta of someone changing it. It doesn't matter. In testing it now in GZ Doom, you will see that it is in fact sloping. So we don't need to use stairs. We can slope our way up. If it's too steep, I don't think our Doom guy would get up, but for now he can. Now, I should have done that before. I'm going to do that now. I wanted to change textures on the walls and stuff. We've used this the entire previous level, so it's time for a change. I want something shiny, like Shaun 2 for instance. I'm going to show you some texture tricks later, but for now let's just use what we have. We should probably change floor and ceiling too then. Ceiling should be a ceiling thing or something. Yeah, another thing in Doom and Hexen format, we can use any texture or on any surface. So Where's flat? I want flat. There you are. For the floor. There we go. Much better. Let's say. And yeah, I want a door here just for to see where we entered from. So we can do that like we did before. Just create a sector, lower the ceiling to 72 for that door texture I want to use. Then we'll actually place the door there. And for my purposes that works. We need to tidy up some textures obviously, and we have to do that manually each time. Which works. It's a bit tedious though. Wait, we don't need to change that texture. It's not going to show anyway. However, doesn't quite fit. Not sure why. There we go. However, there are easier ways to do that. Like for instance, we can set in a prefab, like a wide door. And place it. We need to. There we go. And presto! We almost have a door. However, this is not made exactly for this level, so we will need to raise it slightly. What? Well, that one's fine. I want floor. If you're not working from the 0 position floor, this will need some slight fiddling, but for the most part it should work just fine. And it will just need a texture tune-up. You will of course need to fiddle with textures and so on. There we have a fully functioning door. But how do you actually make a prefab, you say? Let's undo a bit of that. Let's actually make a door there, and I will show you. Start with creating a sector, like insert 128, new sector, done. I'm going to lower the ceiling by 2. Let's that's fine. And tidy up our... You might have to do that again if you're using it as a prefab, but doing things once and then never have to do that again, or at least not doing as much. Line def, insert, left click, right click, insert, left click, right click. We have now 3 sectors. The floor height here is 128. So let's lower it to 128. If we lower it to 0, it will be down there. We will need a door texture. Let's choose, for instance, it's different on each side again. Alright. I want this door. We should only need to do this once. I should have been working on the 0 elevation. That this would be much easier. And we can tidy it a bit with side textures of the doorstop, and we can lower unpeg so that the wall will not move with the door. Now we need to make sure this points out. That's still a thing. Now we have the door almost. Line def, like before, choose the 2 lines. Here we have some more options. We will need a door. There's also a few options here. We will choose the door generic, or the generic door as it might be. We have some more choices here now. If you want, you can have a sector tag. You don't need to. Movement speed, you will need 50 or 60 works. I choose 50. It will be an open close door, a repeat action. You can have open, stay, close, open, many options. Open, close, normal door. To make it actually close again in a manner, you will need to choose something. 15 seems to work. 15 delay, and then it closes. If you want to have a locked door, you can choose from different keys here. Impassable, for instance. Any red key, skull key, but I don't want this to be locked, so let it be to none. And let's go and check if that door actually works first. It should be working. We have our texture work will need some work. Up our slope we go. More texture work. We have a door. That does nothing. What did I miss? I missed. Player walks over. The door will never open then. Player press use. Now it will work. Up our slope we go. I feel speed is a bit fast maybe, but open. And we'll wait 15 and then it will close again. 20 could have been better for walking through maybe, but... And you will see that this will not move with the door. It can if you want to. Sometimes that's a nice effect, but for now I don't want it to. Now we have made a door like I said I would on the list. How do we make it a prefab? You just need to have the sectors you want selected. Prefab, create from selection, and then I'm gonna repurpose that one. Doesn't matter, it's the same one I made already. Now I could in theory just copy and paste this. That will work. We can also now choose the prefab you want. It will come in here. Go away. Here you will have close, will you? And then we'll have to put it in a wall somewhere. Damn allergies. Apart from some easily fixed texture issues, we now have another door, and the great thing about it is that it will work separately from the other. If we now go and check out the doors, that opens, and that opens, and there's no texture on the other side, so it looks a bit weird, but when we actually create a room back there, that will be hunky-dory. So if we insert a line here and just create a room, it should be fine. Now let's say we want this door to be locked, say with blue key, for instance, like that. want this to be shown too, but we won't go there now. Since we already have the door part fixed with perhaps this should be 40 just to see. Damn it, don't go okay yet. This should be locked with a blue key card. We can also choose any blue key because you might find a blue skull key as well. But the blue key card, not the red one. I said the blue. This door is now locked. So if we place a thing here, like for instance the blue key card, and we test again, this door opens as normal. This do not want to open until we have the blue key card. Ow. And that's about it for doors. And in Hexen format, Doom in Hexen format rather. And so we have covered slopes, doors, locked doors, prefabs, and we have talked a bit about both importance of remembering what sort of level you are on in where you put stuff, and also how the Hexen format works, sort of. So there you have it. I hope you found it useful. I hope all my videos are useful, but this is really where I wanted to go. We have more options in this, and I hope to see you in the next video. In the meantime, this was your host, the Lazy Gamer, logging off.